departments, as well as to coordinate between, ang tingin ko dito ay cake, yung pala sale, and operations to ensure completion and proper dispatching of the product. I'm talking about Mr. Patrick Young, who has to go soon to coordinate. Kasi yun ang trabaho mo, coordinate the different departments in your foundation. So may I now call on Mr. Patrick Young. Hindi naman siya old kaya young.
Hi, so good afternoon to everyone. So I hope we all had a good lunch today. So yes, I have to leave after this presentation. I'm really sorry. I wish I could stay longer to entertain questions after this, but we actually have a customer that's visiting our plant, and I could not afford to miss this opportunity to help celebrate 40 years. The company that I represent is Global Food Solutions Incorporated. So we are actually located in San Pablo City, Laguna. So this is around 1 hour from here, and 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours from Manila without traffic. So pag may traffic po, 5 to 6 hours. Paano po siya? Sige, try ko na lang. So actually, when we acquired the facility, this was a strategic position on our part because we were based in Manila before. We actually had a previous factory in Novaliches, which is very far from here. But when we were given the opportunity to pursue this facility in San Pablo, we weighed the pros and cons, and one of the pros is the area has a lot of abundant supply of agricultural products, such as coconut, fruits, and vegetables, as well as the fishery products. So in San Pablo City, 50 out of the 80 barangays are actually agricultural based. So there's a lot of products. And it's easier for us to be able to coordinate between the farmers because pag sa Manila po kayo, syempre you have to have a middleman between them. And syempre you have to pay the middleman. So that helps escalate costs. But for us, we are able to deal with the farmers directly. So that helps our costs to be more competitive with our counterparts in Manila. So the total land area of our facility is 2.4 hectares, with our plant facilities comprising of the 1.2 hectares. And we started from 29 employees in 2009, but we have grown to a 500 workforce during the peak seasons, which is ngayon po. Peak season po namin kasi is usually the summer seasons, which alam naman po natin, mainit, plus masarap pumunta sa mga restaurants, bumili ng halo-halo. Plus ngayon po sa December, sa Christmas season, syempre, kasi reunions, family get-together, so di po naman mawawala ang dessert sa ating mga reunions. So from our inception of operations in 2009, we have aggressively expanded our operations with our innovative products as well as our approach to our customers. And we have focused on customer satisfaction, strictest quality standards, and the operational efficiency for our production. And these are just some of the certifications that we have earned to help us to produce and deliver to a lot of our biggest customers here and abroad. So we are certified by SGS in good manufacturing practices, hazard analysis and critical control points, the food safety system certification, the ISO 22000, HACCP and EU certifications for our sautéed shrimp products so we can deliver this to Europe, as well as halal certification so we can serve our Muslim brothers and sisters. So I'll discuss our products so that I can give you a better understanding of the raw materials that we require or need. So for the we actually have 3 markets that we produce for. The first is the bottled preserves for local and export. But this is the tropical fruit preserves for dessert products. So we actually supply the biggest fast food chain as well as other major fast food chain and restaurants here in the Philippines. And we have been rated A, or the world-class supplier, by the biggest fast food chain in the Philippines so that we will be able to supply their operations abroad. And yun po yung mga nata de coco, mga kaong, red beans, white beans, langka, ube, and other, yung mga ibang nakikita natin po sa halo-halo. As we also produce and serve ice cream and yogurt ingredients, bakery fillings, syrups, savory sauces, frozen fruits and vegetables in bulk pack, as well as other customized products required by our customer. So, medyo open ang relationship po namin dun sa customers namin. So, parang minsan, sinasabi nga namin, ginagawa kaming research laboratory. Kasi kung meron silang mga products na gusto nila i-explore, tatawagan lang kami and they say, oy, may gusto kaming i-produce, pwede ba kayo? So, this helps us to be able to build our stronger relationship with our customers, to be able to foster a better communication, as well as to help enhance our position as their supplier. And this one po is the frozen fruits and vegetables. So this is what we export to the countries that Ma'am mentioned po. So we supply these po sa US, Canada, Europe, and other countries. Especially, this is our target demographic is actually the OFWs. So marami kami mga, siyempre we all know naman, marami po tayong mga OFWs abroad, and dun sa mga supermarket, sa Tesco, sa mga other foreign supermarkets, meron po sila yung mga Asian section. So this is where we can find these. So we serve the banana fruit, the shredded buko, the matured coconut, calamansi, cassava, ube, malunggay, and other leafy vegetables. And as well as alamang, yung mga bagoong, so salted and sautéed, as well as dried and smoked fishes. Now for the raw materials, hindi ko po kaya mabigay lahat ng specifications because of customer confidentiality. But most of that man is the basic ones. So we have the, as well, basta it has the good color. So if you can see the birch flower, yung mga alocon leaves, green, free from microbial and insect damage. And nilagay ko na namin yung estimate requirements per year. So in case po may mga gusto mag-supply po sa amin, please contact me na lang. My number is dun po sa registration. So here are yung mga ibang raw materials na yung kailangan po namin. And I highlighted the ones na talaga marami. So the birch flower, alocon, the banana fruit or saba, so which we actually have 2,000 metric tons requirement per year. Kasi mahilig po talaga ang mga Pinoy sa banana. Banana leaves, dahon ng saging, 30 metric tons. Bilimbi or kamyas fruit, 8 metric tons. Bitter melon leaves, mga ampalaya, 40 metric tons. The buko lukad for our buko pie, 20 metric tons. Shredded young coconut special and regular, so 80 and 40. As well as calamansi, so 4 metric tons per year. And the rest naman po, so shredded young coconut regular, cassava leaves, coconut milk, yung gabi, green jackfruit, yung malunggay, tsaka jackfruit whole. Yung jackfruit po namin, 90 metric tons per year yung requirement. So same din po sa halo-halo kasi usually sinaserve po namin. The jute leaves, yung kaong po, malaki po yung requirement din, 400 metric tons. Makapuno in shell, makapuno pure, miso, pandan leaves, yung peeled cassava, 900 metric tons po. So this is one of our biggest products actually abroad. Kasi marami talaga naghahanap ng cassava abroad. So peeled coconut, peeled garlic, dahon ng sili, yung ube violet as well, so abroad and local, round banana leaves, sesbania flower, sili red, sumansi ibos, at dahon ng kamote. So all of these are actually for both local and export. And the quality is very essential because we all know naman pag export talagang kailangan the best quality ang kaya nating mabigay, as well as the local as well. And most of it naman is very flexible kasi a lot of the specifications are based doon sa customer. So they'll be the ones to say, ito po ang gusto naming specifications, ito po gusto namin na diameter or yung width or yung length based doon sa market nila. But the color, minsan, it's very standard as long as it's healthy, especially pag leaves, dapat green na green. Pag nakita ng mga tao na brown, hindi talaga nila titingnan or pipilitan. So, sometimes they'll say na marami talaga matitira ng brown leaves. When we did our market trade check doon sa Canada, a lot of the naiiwan doon talaga sa supermarkets are the ones that are brown. So it's really not only is it the post-processing doon sa amin, but it also depends on the quality of the raw materials as well. So actually, and ito po yung mga seasonality ng ano. And as much as we want to say that this is the end-all, be-all for all the raw materials, hindi po nangyayari minsan. Kasi alam po natin, mahirap ang panahon ngayon. Sometimes, alam natin, usually dati alam natin, ay bagyo na, ay mainit na. But now, kahit mainit na panahon or tag-init, umuulan pa rin or ang daming bagyo. Or pagdating ng tag-ulan, mainit na naman. So sometimes it's very hard for us to be able to balance the requirements of the raw materials because of the weather, the climate. And so that's why we have to talk to our customers. We have to warn them. And we also have an open conversation with our suppliers as well. We ask them, kamusta na po ang panahon dyan? Kamusta na po ang harvest? And they will say, boss, baka mahihirapan po tayo ngayon. So we have to immediately coordinate with our customers to tell them, sir, ma'am, magsabi na po kayo kung ilan ang kailangan ninyo. Because it's very important for us to be able to have that relationship with both the suppliers and the our suppliers as well as our customers. But syempre, hindi naman po always masasabihin ng customer, papayag naman sila na ganun. Syempre, it's still our responsibility as their supplier to be able to serve them as well as we can. So we've also done our best to introduce sustainability efforts to make sure that the products that we produce for them and the raw materials that we need are sustainable and kaya siya all year round. So as part of our supply chain development, raw material traceability, and our social responsibility, we developed yung mga nurseries. So yung purple yam and cassava, we distribute to the farmers as planting materials. And we encourage a plant now, pay later term to assist them with that. So hindi po nila kailangan magbayad agad. And they can just pay us whenever they're available or kaya na po nila. And we also align the raw material specifications with the farmers, and we assure the purchase of their crops at an agreed price. And we also implement the supplier approval program and the accreditation policy and sampling procedure to make sure that the specifications are always aligned and are always set doon sa customer specifications. So this is an example of one of our experiments, the ube tissue culture experiment, along with the Philippine Root Crop Center. So actually, meron po rin kaming supposed gustong gawin na project, yung makapuno in tissue culture. Kasi alam po natin, a few years ago, yung sa Kokolisap. So it really devastated the quality or yung quantity of the makapuno. So may hirap po talaga makahanap, and syempre yung customers, parang sa kanila, wala kaming pake. Syempre, sa amin yung burden. So we were trying to find a ways to be able to introduce the tissue culture, makapuno. But yung landowner fell through. So we're still looking for possible other areas for that. So we were also visited by then Secretary of Agriculture Honorary Proceso Alcala as recognition to our contribution and assistance to the agricultural sector of the community, as well as Honorary Senator Kiko, who was then the chairman of Senate Committee on Agriculture, when we extended the financial assistance to his Sagip-Saka program. So, ito po siya. So, very hands-on po si Senator Kiko. So, we can talagang, he's very interested and very concerned with the welfare of yung mga farmers natin po. We also have a program with us that we help our suppliers with technical and financial assistance. So we actually collaborated with about the MENRO and PCA representative, Philippine Coconut Authority, about the coconut farms and for the biodiversity, and established some topics about the coconut planting guide. And we also met with Sir Jaime Gamir and Gilbert Escanalia of PCPA to discuss the organic farming program for the farmers as well. So we also help train the farmers and yung mga ibang tao in the area to how to be more sustainable doon sa planting nila ng mga buko. And we also help organize the area we put mga bathrooms, we instruct them on the proper usage of the pesticides para hindi naman spray kung saan-saan. As well as to make the area more clean and more sustainable, because not only does that help us, but it also helps them to be able to supply to other places as well. So yun lang po. So thank you for the opportunity, for giving me the able to share our experience with the raw materials. And thank you for letting me help celebrate the 40 years. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Since you cannot stay here for the question and answer session, I'd like to interview you in your... And I'm sure you will serve me the halo-halo. Because I'm from San Pablo, you know. Oo, magaganda tayo San Pablo, di ba? Okay, so before you run, may I request Dr. Elda and Dr. Labios to award Mr. Young the plaque. Nabasa mo ito kanina eh. Hindi ko mabasa eh. Mababasa ko kung wala salamin. Post-Harvest Horticulture and Training Research Center presents its plaque of appreciation to Mr. Patrick Noel Yang for sharing invaluable wisdom and expertise as guest speaker on our 40th. Signed, Elda. Oh, you run na. And I'll see you tomorrow. Saan ba yung inyo? Hindi ko pala alam. Magpapahalo-halo, hindi ko alam kung saan ako pupunta.
Bago mag-San Pablo Arch. Yung sa Honda San Pablo.
Okay. O, sige, alam ko na ha. May take home pa, halo-halo ha. Okay. Thank you, Patrick. I'll call you Patrick kasi bibigyan mo ako ng halo-halo. May question ba? Akala ko ako magko-question. Sige. Patrick, ay, contact number. Magpahalo-halo ka sa madami.
Hindi, ma'am. Sana po kasi maraming naman pong talagang gusto magtanong at interested at napakaganda po nung magpapasalamat po kami. Pero dahil po kayo nagmamadali, sana ma-email na lang po kayo ng mga participants.
Give your email address. Okay, thank you. May I call on the next speaker? Hindi ito bago dito sa atin. Is the president of the Organic Options Incorporated. Hindi ko alam kung ano yun. And the founder and executive director of Earthman and Company, both dedicated and supporting smallholder farms and young farmer entrepreneurs. He started managing Melendres Agricultural Farm in 2001, a year after earning his bachelor's degree in agriculture from UPLB. He later established its marketing arm, Organic Options. To respond to technical challenges in business, he created, ang dami mo naman kirinarate eh. He created Earthman and Company to pool experts and share their expertise in advancing agriculture, create opportunities, and ultimately improve lives across all sections. I now call on Mr. Melendres.
Salamat po, ma'am. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. It's been how many years? 17 years. Ano po, since I was last here. Minsan nga po nananaginip pa ako eh. Kung nakagraduate na pala ako. Ganun na po. Tapos sabi ko nung nakaraang araw, I wanted to review my subjects. So I tried to get my my transcript of records kasi I would be presenting here. So my professors could be here. So pagtingin ko, oh, na-incomplete pa pala ako dito. So kaya kung minsan, ayun, sometimes I would dream kung nakagraduate na nga ba ako? Yan. Okay po. So, 17 years after I'm here, I would like to share to you some of my experiences. It's an honor for me to be here. And year 2000, it all started when I tried to practice agriculture. It was like a roller coaster, experiencing all the difficulties that a neophyte would experience. Because we were very new, very idealistic, but the world is really a difficult challenge. So it's a good thing we persevered, and 13 years after, nangarap po ako to establish our marketing company. So this 2013, we were able to establish Organic Options. And this is who we are right now. Melendres Farm is still alive, but he became the farming group. So improving lives through innovation and creative collaborations. This is Organic Options. We want to be the largest and most trusted organic marketing company. In particular, we want to develop farmer entrepreneurs. Just like ako po, I always call myself as a farmer. Nandun talaga po yung puso ko. And kaya kami merong marketing company, it's because I am a farmer. I learned some of the economic things here, and it's a good thing that I became a farmer and I have this company. So we want to share it. We want to educate consumers on the benefits of agriculture, and we want to have the most accessible line Ano po? It's not just availability, it's accessibility. Ano po? When it comes to price, right now, we need to, right now the truth is it's really expensive because of the supply factor. So accessibility is something that we are eyeing in the future such that all the segments of the market can afford it. Mahirap ka, mayaman ka, walang pinipili kasi yung pagkain na ligtas ay dapat para sa lahat. Ito po. Yan. Our commitment, we want to bridge farmers and consumers, bring clean, safe, and healthy food to consumers, and develop farmer entrepreneurs again. So this is our guarantee, consumer guarantee system. When we started, it was all Melendres Farm. Then we partnered with the cooperatives, and Organic Options is in the middle of this, doing all the services. No? Because of my experiences as a farmer, I want, parang when I was able to put up a marketing company, I wanted to shelter farmers from all those difficulties. So we provide those services like production and harvest handling, primary processing, sorting, and product grading, marketing, and distribution. Kasi ang isang farmer, after planting, parang ayaw mo na ng problema ng ikaw pa magbibenta. So that's why we have a business right now. And for the compliance to the Philippine National Standards on Organic, we have Earthman and Company. Okay. We thrive on creative collaborations. We didn't start as a well-funded group. But every day we are growing and every day we are moving forward because of creative collaborations. Because there are a lot of other organizations who are with us in what we are doing. So we collaborate with farmers, even with the market, farmer cooperatives, FAO and FAO and NGOs. When we were starting, we had the collaboration with the group of Dr. Kalub. And up to now, it's still there. Ano po. And recently po, we were very lucky to have collaborated with the PHTRC. Po. Then banks and MFIs. So this one was born because of this collaboration. Ano po. Finally, we have a nice packaging competing with the giants because of that project. We decided to pursue with it because of after the trading we had with POSTHARVEST. Ano po. So this is something that's increasing our sales right now. Ano po. So it's helping our bottom line. And this is something that I would like to share to everybody. Collaborations can make small companies big. And because of siguro maswerte ako dahil I was from UPLB. So given that it was very easy to deal with the post-harvest and their group. So if in the near future, this is something that we should really think about, accessibility of the technology. Because the technology, it's a given. We all need technology. So, yung accessibility po. So, I just like to share this. This is what Organic Options is doing. We always take a look at our triple bottom line. Ano po? Something that influenced me because I was influenced by the college or the university. So economically, we grew 480% from 7.8 million in 2014 to about 37 million in 2016. We have now 46 stores. I think by now we have 56 outlets. And in 2016, we already moved about 500,000 kilos of vegetables. And from 5 employees, we now have 50 employees. Most of 70% of them are women. And we have provided about 2 million in premium pricing to our partner farmers. In 2014 also, we started to partner more with farmers. And today we have about 200 partner farmers. And yan. That's why we're into organic, because we want everything to be safe. Especially for the consumers. And when we talk about consumers, it's not just those who buy it. It's also the farmers. They are also consumers. Okay. So these are some of our key ambitions for 2020. We want to directly partner with about 1,000 farmer entrepreneurs and move 2 million kilograms of produce. Cover more stores and integrate livestock and processed products from our partner farmers. So, that's to sum it up, I am very thankful that I came from the university. I learned a lot and I was able to practice it. Today we are supplying the supermarkets, and today we have this marketing company. We created another group, which is Earthman, nadadamihan na si ma'am. But because I want a continuous collaboration with the institutions, because I believe if there are other entrepreneurs like me coming from the college who have the same ideals, then maybe if we were able to partner with 200 farmers and 1,000 farmers in the next 3 years, then if you have 100 graduates coming from UPLB doing the same, then that will create a big impact. So that's why I am thankful that I am able to share this thing to everybody. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. You said you are lucky because you are a UPLB graduate. One professor said, UP graduates are smart. Tama? Tama. Walang nagsagot ng tama. UP graduate kasi mga smart yan. Gaya ni Mr. Melendres. So before you run, are you running? Hindi. Okay. May I request again Dr. Guerra and Dr. Labios to come over and hand in the plaque of appreciation to Mr. Melendres. Okay, thank you again. The next speaker will be talking about organic too. She, babae ito, smart yan. She is the president of the Alter Trade Philippines. I'm talking of Miss Hilda Cabuya, very much involved in mass movement in Negros, especially during the sugar industry crisis, working with various NGOs in Negros. May I now call on Miss Hilda Kaduya.
Thank you, ma'am. Pwede pa? Good afternoon, everyone. And congratulations to PHTRC from the Balangon Banana Growers of Negros and other parts of the Philippines, and also from the Agrarian Reform Communities of Negros. We are very much thankful that PHTRC is our partner in improving the lives of our agrarian reform communities in Negros, in improving the quality, productivity of the organic produce. So I really would like to express, we are very much honored to be the partner of PHTRC. So today, I would like to share our experience in Negros and how PHTRC have helped us improve the productivity of the small farmers in Negros. To appreciate, I don't know this thing. Okay, pag-go. Okay, technology. So, our partnership with PHTRC started actually since the 1990s. Too long, no? So to appreciate the partnership, let me introduce briefly what is Alter Trade. So many call us a social enterprise. Alter Trade believes in fair trade, and we are a fair trade certified company. It is part also of the Asia people-to-people trade network. But for us, we simply call Alter Trade as a people's enterprise of some 4,000 small producers, not only of Negros, but also of from the other parts of the country. Negros, we are a sugar-based province or island. So our existence is rooted from the 1980s Negros sugar industry crisis. So there was widespread poverty, there were many malnourished children, especially when the international sugar price fell in the world market. And there was this, of course, the Marcos dictatorship during the time worsened the situation of the sugar workers, the rise of the insurgency, the total war policy. Anyway, and there was that internal refugees phenomenon in Negros. This is very important for us because this is part of our history as Alter Trade. Negros is really like a social volcano back then, because it's really a reverse of like 10% of the wealth is shared by the 90% of the population. You are either super rich or super poor. So during that time, the sugar central stopped milling, hacienderos leave the land, abandoned their lands, leave the country, went out of the islands, and the workers went hungry. Children were most vulnerable. And actually, that's around almost 500,000 of sugar workers were displaced. And because they were all dependents on the sugar landowners, the landlords, even for their everyday survival, their daily needs. So there were help coming in. So many citizens came for aid, for help, to help Negros. And we were lucky to have the Japanese citizens working with us with relief from feeding, medical mission, and later to the livelihood programs and projects. And haciendas, sacadas, all they know are actually where carga tapas for us, that cut and carry, farm all sugarcane work, because they are not even allowed to plant other crops in the haciendas. So all they know is just to grow sugarcane. So the urgent task during the time is to help the displaced sugar workers learn how to plant other crops. So there, people created a consortium, and they recognized that aid and relief is not sustainable. So this gave birth to the people-to-people trading as a new paradigm that is integral to the development of the people in Negros. So we have the consortium, and then this was the time that AltoTrade was created as a marketing arm of the People's Products of Negros in 1987. So AltoTrade actually now is a fair trade certified trader, an organic our Mascobado is organic certified and halal certified. So Mascobado was the first product we trade to Europe and Japan. And actually, Mascobado is, for us, is our trademark, although we were not granted because it's like generic, no, Moscovado. But Mas for us is masa, which is common people that represents or symbolize the sugar workers' struggle for better life. And the second people-to-people product was Balangon Banana that found Solidarity Market in Japan in 1989. Balangon Banana is a product of marginal farmers. They could be found in the mountain villages of Negros. They are naturally grown and will involve many farmers in order for us to ship a container load to Japan. So this is where our partnership with PHTRC started, no, or came in. Because, for example, where is the pointer? Okay. It needs, okay. This is really the situation of the Balangon Banana, because why the Japanese also decided to chosen the Balangon Banana, because this is not, we do not eat this locally. This is just being like fed to the baboy, no? For the swine, and even siguro cow, no? And carabaos. So they chose this because it do not compete with our local consumption, and they said the sweet sour taste. So and they are products of small farmers, and during the time they are also campaigning against the chemical bananas, the toxic bananas. So it's really it came an opportune time for us also. So our farmers really uses this we call bakag, no, to carry from down the mountain or from the top of the mountain. So to help Negros, there is a self-reliance fund, no, provided for every kilo of Mascobado they buy. And then later, this was also transferred to SRF, to Balangon Banana. So this also has really funded the development work in Negros. So today, AltoTrade is and people-to-people and fair trade is a network of some 4,000 strong farmers nationwide. We have 10 packing centers for Balangon Bananas located in Negros, Panay, Bohol, Northern Luzon, Central, and Northern Mindanao. And we also have here farmer from business partner from Tupi. We are actually also operating in Tupi, South Cotabato. And we are operating a Mascobado mill, which is halal certified, organic certified, and fair trade certified. So, AlterTrade is linked with the 8 Asian-wide people-to-people market network: Japan, Korea, Indonesia, East Timor, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Palestine. For our fair trade market, we are in Germany, Switzerland, France, United Kingdom, Italy, the Netherlands, and the Americas. And our halal market is actually Malaysia and other parts of the Asia. So how have we meet PHTRC UPLB? So we started the Balangon bananas in the 17 villages of the foothill of Mount Canlaon. This is in La Carlota, La Castellana, in Negros Occidental. During this time, this is the focused development area for the Negros Consortium. They export some 80 tons of Balangon bananas weekly from 300 small farmers. But in 1994, we did not realize that the Banchitap banana virus disease was already spreading in the area. So we call on for help because we don't understand why is the volume declining. So we sent samples to the PHTRC and we were informed these are the banana Banchitap virus. So bananas doesn't grow healthy and also do not bear fruits. Banchitap virus. So this was the start of our long relationship with PHTRC. So unfortunately, the Banchitap virus totally wiped out all the bananas, including the Balangon, by 1996. So the Negros NGOs introduced diversification. And they now produce, among others, the best organic Arabica and Robusta coffee, as well as organic vegetables. And they now, Balangon is now slowly recovering in the area. So Balangon was the only naturally grown banana in Japan market in 1996. But the low chemical banana from Thailand entered our niche market and started to eat up the Balangon share. Even our solidarity markets actually demand for quality product. So AlterTrade Japan, our very strategic partner, worked with Dr. Albindia in the mid-80s, who was working on his doctoral degree in Tokyo University. Crown rot actually was the main problem that causes high rejects during repacking and ripening in Japan. So this is at the Japan side. So this started the long and winding road towards better Balangon banana quality. So we are working with PHTRC. IPB is Institute for Plant Breeding. PhilMec, of course, where Dr. Alvindia is connected. And then our visiting Japanese partners also, who are experts in the banana, also work with us, and also our Mindanao partners working with agrarian reform beneficiaries. So our major partnership with PHTRC. Various special short courses for AlterTrade agriculturists. So we are sending our agriculturists for training here at PHTRC. Experimentations on post-harvest technologies to address the quality issues. Direct consultation meetings that guided AlterTrade's institutional policy formulations and planning. So this is actually very important, because with that, we have improved a lot. Field observations and orientation trainings with various growers and packing center workers. And development of farmer-friendly visual aids. Actually, our visual aids also, we have translated that from English to Ilonggo because that's our local language, to Cebuano because we are also operating in a Cebuano-speaking communities, to Tagalog so that we could also distribute to Northern Luzon. But our Northern Luzon partners also translated that to their local language. So, we have still so many collaborative partnership with PHTRC, but sorry, Ma'am Ilda, if I failed to mention some. But I would like to discuss on the impact of our collaboration. So now, our marginal and small farmers, because they are coming from the remotest area of the Negros, and there are also IPs, by the way. In Mindanao, South Cotabato, we are working with the Ubo tribe in Lake Cebu. In Tupi, they are small farmers. But in Makilala, North Cotabato, there are also indigenous peoples and Muslim peoples. In Northern Luzon, there are also indigenous peoples. So, marginal farmers and small farmers have proven that they could be world-class producers capable of satisfying market demands or standards, especially of Japan and Korea consumers if they are supported with trainings, mentoring, and partnership. Now, actually, our Balangon Bananas goes to Japan, and now we are starting this 2017. We started to export to Korea. And these consumer groups actually are very strict in terms of quality standards. So the regular economic activities with assured market enable small producers, the agrarian reform beneficiaries, the marginal farmers, the Moro and the IPs to organize associations with strong entrepreneurial direction. And Negros, it means breaking the annual dead season or tiempos muertos, or in our local term, tigulutum sa Negros, because there's that 3 months of no work. But because they have the other sources of income, they were able to break that tiempos muertos. Farmers now are more quality conscious. Quality starts at their individual farms. So they annually report their Balangon farm status and commit to organic practices through the Iwas chemical campaign. We have this to quality assurance and organic assurance with our farmers and also consumers. We just call it Iwas chemical. But actually, that's also the quality assurance for the Balangon banana. Farm gate rejects reduced considerably from 30 or up to 40% to around 10% now. The main cause of rejects are actually bruises and insect bites. Our formula is lesser farm productivity plus better price equals better productivity and higher returns for the farmers. We're able to codify our Balangon protocols from farm to packing center to export. This is because PHTRC have helped us a lot. The first edition was in 2001, and this is reviewed and updated every 4 to 5 years, incorporating our best practices. Post-harvest practices has been standardized in all packing centers. Use of plastic crates and PE foams as cushioning materials drastically improve product quality. So actually, he is an Ubo farmer, an IP, and he has really that very good quality of Balangon. When one of their problem actually is handling from the farm cutting to the buying center. So this quality improvements techniques has improved a lot, improved their practices, so they could have higher productivity. numbers of direct handling steps of bananas has been reduced to minimum by using plastic dripping trays and wheel drying tables. So actually, sila Dr. Ilda, Dr. Pearly, Dr. Dormy, no? Talagang nagha-hands-on. At saka yung mga ibang PHTRC staff sa mga packing centers at field of operations ng Alter Trade. Soaking of bananas for minimum of 10 to 15 minutes reduces field heat that help preserve freshness while on transit. The studies on vacuum packing gave us confidence to recommend this to Korea market with impressive result. Actually, it reduced it addressed the loss rate. No? In Japan, there is really very high loss rate, but in Korea, it was minimized. So our packers are adept to different packing methods of market requirements. Japan, the people-to-people market prefers wet packing. Korea prefers dry and vacuum packing. Cold chain installations were pursued. Most packing centers have cold rooms where bananas are kept at low temperature prior to transfer to local reefer containers and final international van bound for Manila or Davao port. So we are using two ports, no, Manila and Davao. So quality performance in Japan banana market has improved since 90s to now. Average Japan repacking reject is around 9%. This has improved from more than 30% in early 2000. Target is to stabilize them to 6% level. Incidence of requiring fumigation at Japan quarantine has also reduced during the recent years from 80% to current level of 50%. So we hope to really address and reduce that. Recurring crown rot post-harvest issue in Japan lessen in intensity compared to the past. There's still that crown rot and anthracnose. No? Quality performance in Korea market has been good. General reject rate at repacking center is 4%. No crown rot issue in Korea. Mechanical bruises is the main reject issue which Alter Trade need to address. So this is their packaging in Korea. That's 500 grams, and then they also have 700 grams. Our collaborations with PHTRC is not only on Balangon. So beyond Balangon, bananas, we have also, in the late 90s to early 2000, the fresh mangoes from Negros and Dagupan were exported to Japan and Hong Kong. So UPLB have helped to look into various post-harvest technologies like hot water treatments and vapor heat treatment. Although a third party was doing it for us, but unluckily, we stopped on fresh mango because in Japan, there was, I think, contamination during the VHT treatment. Alter Trade have scaled up. So actually, we are known in terms of banana and mascobado. And locally, we are known for mascobado, that is organic mascobado distributed locally. But we lag behind in terms of our other products for local distribution. So this time, we have scaled up our farm-to-table distribution of various crops. And we call this the box. The box actually is an acronym for Bioorganic Exchange. It is a package of product like that one that Alter Trade distributes regularly, weekly to the box subscribers. So it is we have that ordering system for organized consumers, and the products coming from organized communities. The fruits and vegetables are organic and traceable. We have currently 150 The Box consumer subscribers in Bacolod City. There are 65 varieties in the box catalog. So we have the product catalog, leafy, root crops, fruits, poultry, eggs, and dressed chicken. So currently, we are developing the protocols on various crops from farm to processing to distribution. The main issue are preserving freshness and shelf life through organic methods. So our experiences in Balangon Protocol serve as our indispensable model. So we have actually learned from our collaborations from the PHTRC, and this guides us in the handling of other farm products that we distribute locally. So, Alta Trade dreams that poverty is a thing of the past for our partner communities. As such, we continue to expand the product lines and work towards expanding markets locally and internationally. Equally challenging is expanding the mindful consumer base in the Philippines and abroad, supportive of the social development agenda for the marginal producers. Actually, now we are organizing mothers consumer groups we call Moms Across Philippines Negros as our advocacy partner. The task on hand is enormous and ambitious. We will collaborate with various institutions to reinforce further our social agenda and programs and the producer communities so that they will result to profound transformations in the future. We hope PHTRC will continue to be our development partner. So, mabuhay PHTRC, and thank you very much.
Thank you. I said earlier this morning that celebration of an anniversary is to rekindle memories. And it's a nice feeling that PHTRC has enormous task helping others. Ano ba yung Tagalog? Nakaka-proud? Nakaka-proud nga na malaman natin na maraming natulungan. Ano? Sige, yun na nga. Marami tayong natulungan. So, during this celebration, marami tayong nalaman na maraming tinulungan ng center. Yes. So, thank you. So, again, Elda. Yes. Salamat. Pagpunta natin sa Negros, kakain tayo ng balang banana. Bungulan ba yun? Bungulan pala yun. Oo. Ngayon ko lang nalaman. Celebration natin, narami kong alam. Okay. We are now calling on a fruit trader, producer, consolidator, ang dami mo post-harvest service provider who owns the RM Fruits. Mali spelling mo ng fruits. Based in Tupi, South Cotabato, and Southern Luzon. Has several years of experience in growing papaya and pineapple, which is a simple crop of the members of Marawi. Hindi pala Marawi. Hindi pala Marawi ito. Matutum tropical fruit. Matutum. Hindi Marawi, Matutum Tropical Fruits Association. May I call on Mr. Ramon Manansala. Trader yan.
Maraming salamat po. Tama po yan. Pero hindi na po ako sa Matutum, bali. Private na po. Private company na po. Nagsarili po. So, hindi po ako magkukwento lang ako kasi hindi naman talaga akong sanay sa ganito eh. I remember way back in 2010 nung we first met Dr. Elda and her team. She lectured on POSTHARVEST. Pero hindi po kami seryoso nun. We took for granted everything. Then, in 2011, we participated in an exhibit po dito sa IFEX. It was an international food exhibit. And then, there we met Yasin Mokhtar and his partner, Mr. Luke Schumacher. They said they were interested in papaya, in exporting papaya. Doon na kami nataranta. So immediately we established, we built a makeshift packing house made up of bamboos, native products, everything, native materials. Yung aming hugasan actually is planggana. Do you understand planggana, sir? Yung tub. Yes, and then we borrowed yung hot water tank, yan. So our task is to produce 2 container vans of solo papaya. Yes, we did it. And after that, more than 2 weeks after that, we were packing pineapple also with Mr. Mokhtar. And during that time, he called me and he keeps tapping my shoulder and said, our papaya already arrived in Dubai, sabi niya. And he said to me, congratulations, everything is good. Oh, ayan po. Mr. G, sir, Dr. Sir, do you understand the word guni-guni? No, yes. Ang guni-guni po sa Pilipino po yun. Guni-guni for us is, as an ordinary farmer, it never crossed our minds that one day we could become exporters. We were, of course, resigned to that idea that only multinational companies can do the exporting. But then we made it. Now we made it because we have friends and guardian angels from both young and aging guardian angels from PHTRC. Yan po talaga sila. Sila po ang power behind us. Kaya po kami naging hindi daw kasama si ano. Isa yun po yung history namin. Although short-lived po yung Dubai namin kasi they have problem with distribution. And then more than a year later, we met Mrs. Manata of Royal Fruits. So we had a long business relationship with Mrs. Manata because we exported to Singapore for, I think, almost 3 years. And now it's still with Mrs. Manatad. Tomorrow, as I said earlier, we will be harvesting our first harvest for Korea. This time is Korea market. So, yun po yung short story namin short love story namin ng PHTRC. Yan lang po. An awards is enough. Talaga hindi namin maano kung paano namin pasalamatan yung aming mga guardian angel. Thank you.
Salamat. Salamat. May love story ka pala. Kanino? Sa old angels o sa the aging angels or the young angels? Not the aging. Bakit? Admit mo na lang, ay aging tayo. Okay. Our last Last na ba to? Speaker. Oo nga pala. Umalis ka na agad. Sige, love story tayo. Sige.
I just want to say something about our relationship. Mamanali ka! Kasi love relationship daw. Sabi ko na relationship. Baka may iba na love. Ano? Hindi aging. Kasi aging, sabi mo aging, hindi ako yun. Dormy also doesn't want to accept. So this was a project funded by the Australian government, HR, if Mara is still here. So it is about value chain. So in that value chain, we first, because initially, Ramon is just a supplier for the wet markets. He's a supplier in the Divisoria, the local market. So that project of HR, they are more interested in the export market. But we told them that the bigger market is the domestic market. And there are many problems in the domestic market. So they finally agreed that we start first with the domestic market. So we also linked with the buyer of Mr. Manansala here in Manila. So we discussed the problems, how can the problems of immaturity, decay can be solved. We also told them to the integrators. No? So we told Mr. Manansala, we went to the farm, to the harvesters, told them the problems in the market. We showed pictures of the quality of the papayas that arrived in the market. What are the dissatisfaction of the consumers with regard to solo papayas that arrive the Metro Manila market, because they are supplied not only in the wet market but more in the supermarkets and other institutional buyers. So we made through the initial Australian project, they have developed the post-harvest systems improvement for papaya. So we just took off from the previous projects of PHTRC. So fortunately, Mr. Manansala is one of the adopters of those technologies. So with his own initiative, he has that simple packing house. He initially borrowed from a mango trader the hot water tank, and then gradually he has started improving his packing house at his own initiative, own money. No, we just provided technical assistance. So, and then eventually, Mrs. Manatad contacted him for the supply of papayas to Singapore. So for almost 3 years, weekly shipment of solo papaya, the group of Ms. Manatad also went to Singapore to discuss with the buyers, the problems, the concerns, the treatments that we will be doing. So luckily, it was sustained for 3 years, and because there were some problems during the last year that emanated at the farm, so now we will start with Korea, and we are happy that we found collaborators, just like the Alter Trade, Mr. Manansala. So he said that at first he really does not dream of being an exporter. So now he is an exporter and supplier to the domestic market. So that is our relationship. And we will continue that relationship because of you have the internet, we have the text. Sometimes he will text, Mom, we have buyers, they want pineapple. What will I do with the pineapple? Okay, like that, no? So it's a long-term, not short-term relationship. Lifetime, forever. For those who say that there is no forever, there is always forever for our industry partners. No? Ang haba. Parang ako na yung nag-ano. Lifetime commitment to the aging and younger. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mon.
Sabi na Arlan, hug daw, HOG. Hindi HUG. Okay, last na ito. Matatapos na. May I call on the senior agriculturist of San Jose City, Nueva Ecija, who has a bachelor's degree in agriculture from CLSU, not from UP. And he has a wide experience in rice and onion farming and served as facilitator in hybrid rice seed production. Has 10 years in the field of agricultural extension, honed him to be one of the key persons in providing local farmers with agro in the enterprise training in partnership with Jollibee. May supply yan ng Jollibee. 1 year supply of Jollibee. I'm talking of Mr. Wilfredo Alfonso.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Magandang hapon po. Okay. I will be presenting to you our experiences in the Farmer Entrepreneurship Program. But may I request if somebody from the group to what do you mean? To translate my presentation to our guests, to our friends, so that I could express in. I will be using our local dialect so that I could express my presentation fluently. Okay? Okay. Ang aming pong lungsod, ang San Jose City, is located in the northern part of Central Luzon. So, it is agricultural area. At ang aming pong area, ang aming pong tinatanim madalas ay rice, onions, and vegetables. Sa onion po, meron kami 3,000 plus na onion farmers na ang problema po ay kadalasang problema ng mga farmers na naririto. Ang problema, okay. Saan po yung sensor? Doon? Sorry, hindi ko. Okay, sige. Okay, ang problema sa onion growing, sa onion farming ay mataas po ang mga pangangailangan sa pangpinansyal. Alam niyo po ba na ang isang lata ng onion seeds ay nagkakahalaga ng 6,800? Na ang kayang tamnan lang po is 1,000 square meter. So, ang laki. So, mataas ang pangangailangan dahil nga po mataas yung mga materials. Mataas yung mga fertilizer, yung labor, at halos lahat, mahal. Kung saan, ang mga farmer natin na ito, may kakulangan sila sa kaalaman sa mga nagpipinance. Dahil nga po mataas ang financing na to, ang pangangailangan, yung mga nagpapautang, medyo ayaw magpautang sa farmer. Nang ganong kadali. Sinong mga bangko nagpapautang ng ganyang kalaki na inaabot po ng 50,000 sa 1,000 square meter? Then, meron bang mga nagpapautang, ito nga po sinasabi ni Senador kanina, ito yung mga 5-6. Kapitbahay, kumari, traders o ano pa man, willing sila magpautang sa kondisyon na mataas ang interes. Kasi nga binabawi nila yung kanilang kaba na baka hindi makabayad si farmer. At ang isa pang problema, kadalasan yung iba sa mga financing institutions nanghihingi ng collateral na kung saan hindi kaya ng mga farmers. Then, maliban dyan, hindi nangangahulugan na kapag nakautang ka, meron kang panggastos, sapat na para ikaw ay kumita o umani. Kasi andyan po yung peste, yung mga sakit. Napaka-problema po namin sa aming lungsod, yung mga sakit na yan. Yung harabas, armyworms, at saka yung mga bulb rats. At maliban sa mga peste na yan, meron pang natural calamities. Alam niyo po ba sa amin, yung patak ng ulan ay considered naming peste sa amin? Ulan lang. Ano po? Hindi yan sinasakop ng PCIC, ulan. Ang sinasakop ng PCIC ay bagyo, baha, lindol. Kung saan tinatanim yung onion sa panahon ng December, January, February. Okay? So, ang onion po ay napaka-highly perishable siya. Napakadaling masira, madaling mag-lose weight, madaling masira. Kung kaya naman, ang sa aming lungsod, kontrolado ho kami ng mga traders. Okay. So, para sa amin, ang pagsasaka po ng sibuyas ay napakataas ng risk o high risk siya. Kasi nga, mula sa pagpupunla pa lang, hanggang sa anihan, hanggang sa makaani, hanggang sa pag-i-stock, merong losses. Malaki ang possible loss. Kaya nga, para maging isa ka raw po si onion grower, kailangan ikaw ay risk taker. Kailangan daw ikaw ay prayerful. Kasi sa amin, pag nagtanim ka, yung mga farmer, dalawang klase, nakatingala, tsaka yuyuko. Nakatingala, baka may ulan, yuyuko, sana wag umulan. Yun po. Yun po yung mga farmer namin. So, pero ang tanong natin, kadalasan sa aking sarili, sa ating mga kasamahan, kung lugi ka, bakit tuloy-tuloy ka pa rin nagsisibuyas? So, siya po ay isang technician, nakasamahan ko din. Matagal na po sa Department of Agriculture, sa LGU. Ang tanong ko sa kanya, ate, bakit yung mga farmer tuloy-tuloy pa rin nagtatanim? Sabi nga niya, ang pagsisibuyas daw parang sugal. Pag natalo ka, talong-talo ka, babagsak ka. Talong-talo ka. Pero sabi niya, kapag nakabawi ka, milyonaryo ka. Pero meron akong nagandahan sa pangalawang sagot niya. Sabi niya, pero alam mo, may mga sumasagot na farmer. Na ano? Sabi ko, kung hindi ako magtatanim, saan ka kukuha ng panggisa? Diba? So yun, napakaganda. Napakaganda ng attitude ng mga farmer natin. Willing sila mag-take ng risk. Although minsan nasasabotahe, minsan parang kinakabahan sila, pero kailangan nilang gawin kasi meron silang mga bagay na dapat gawin talaga kasi farmer sila, nakakatulong sila sa atin. So, mayroong mga bagay na ang produkto natin, ang tinatanim natin is nagiging walang halaga. Kung, halimbawa, ganito, nakaani ka na mataas. Mataas ang presyo. Pero walang bibili. May value ba? Wala, di ba? So, tatlong bagay ang namin. Kailangan mapataas mo yung ani ng farmer, magkaroon ng sapat na presyo, at siguraduhin may bibili. Kasi kung walang bibili, hanggat hindi siya nakakonvert na pera, sayang. Useless. Pang-display lang siguro. So dahil kontrolado nga po ng mga traders yung sa aming lungsod, kadalasan, ang farmer natin mababa ang kita. Pag mababa ang kita ng mga onion growers natin, natural, syempre, malungkot ang farmer natin. Pag ang mga farmer natin malungkot, walang pera, hindi yan bibili sa aming lungsod. Hindi yan bibili ng sasakyan, ng rep, masarap na pagkain. So, ibig sabihin, yung buong lungsod, yung buong community, hindi siya magiging maganda. Ano po? So, nung dumating yung project, 2008 po, ito po yung public-private partnership. Different agencies sa national government, sa DA, financing institutions, Jollibee Group Foundations, nagsama-sama, bumaba sa aming lungsod, nakipag-MOA, nakipag-usap sa mayor namin at saka sa mga farmers. So ito po yung Farmer Entrepreneurship Program, kung saan ang layunin po ay matulungan yung maliliit na mga farmers, na onion growers, magpapagsama-sama sila na ang purpose ay madala ang produkto doon sa merkado. Merkado, kahit anong merkado siya, basta ang mahalaga dyan, consolidated siya. Pero ano lang ha, ito po ay hindi niya purpose na sirain yung nakaugalian ng mga farmers. Hindi ito makikipag-compete sa mga traders. Binibigyan lang nila ng pagkakataon yung mga farmers ng ibang mga options kung saan pwedeng magbenta. Pwede pa rin sa trader, pwede pa rin sa Jollibee, pwede pa rin sa local market. So yun po yung purpose ng project. So ito po yung typical na takbo ng ating mga produkto. Ang farmer natin, ang kadalasang alam nilang pagbentahan is mga local traders. Hanggang nilang alam nila. Meron man siguro bihirang makapunta sa intermediary markets, sa mga consolidators. Ano po, yan yung po yung typical na value chain. Pero dahil sa project, ito po yung dapat na mangyari. Yung farmer, kapag sila na-organize, ang objective niyan, madala sila doon sa mismong merkado. Yan. So, ito yung mga talagang nangyayari sa bukid. Farmer na maliit, walang kakayahan dahil maliit lang sila. Gumagamit sila ng mga old, mga dating pamamaraan, mga lumang pamamaraan, tsaka financing is problema nila. So, dahil sa project, tinuruan namin sila, sinabi namin sa kanila, ano yung pangangailangan ng merkado na kailangang sundan ng mga farmers na yan. Paano sila magmamatch? Ano yung demand ng market? Ano yung kailangang i-produce ng farmer? Then, dahil ho dito, napakalaking task sa aming lungsod, sa amin sa DA, paano nga ba? So, ang ginawa namin, yung bawat individual na interesado na farmer, kailangan siyang i-organize, turuang magnegosyo. Ano yung kailangan para maging negosyo? Tuturuan sila paano gumawa ng production module, magkano ang puhunan bawat kilo ng kanilang ani. At kailangan sila po ay organize. Meron silang legal, sila ay dole, sila ay cooperative, meron silang mga resibo, kung saan meron silang meron silang organization na pwedeng mag-lead sa kanila na farmer na siya makipag-transact doon sa market. Then, kapag yung mga farmer na yon, mag-uusap-usap yung mga yan sa cluster na yan, mag-a-agree sila hanggang saan ang presyo natin na pwedeng ibigay sa Jollibee. So, kailangan competitive yung price. Kailangan hindi sobrang taas. Hindi naman pwedeng malugi ka. Halimbawa ako bilang farmer, dapat alam ko kung hanggang saan ang puhunan ko. So, kapag nag-offer yung Jollibee sa amin, sabi namin, hindi kami pwede dyan. Dapat taasan mo. So, hindi naman kami pwede mag-offer na mas mataas. Kasi ang Jollibee, maraming suppliers yan. So, paano bibili ang Jollibee sa amin kung meron nag-offer sa kanila na mas mababa? Then, packaging and traceability. Dahil sila po ay organized, meron silang mga labels, meron silang mga kakayahan i-detect kung sino-sino yung mga. Meron kami tinatawag na supply plan, kung saan bawat deliver ng farmer, andun yung malistahan ng mga farmers kung sino-sino yung mga yon. Then kung nagka-problema ang batch ng deliver na yan, alam nila kung saan galing yung mga farmer na yan, yung mga produkto na yan. Tapos, ang market ng Jollibee, ang hinahanap din nila, kaya ba ng farmer na mag-supply ng tuloy-tuloy. So, sa amin, yung mga farmer namin, nagdi-deliver sila mula February hanggang August. Yung unang deliver nila mula February hanggang March, fresh. Then, yung mga susunod na buwan, ito po yung mga talop na. Ang ginagawa sa amin lungsod, meron kaming mga kababaihan na inuupahan. Pagkayari ng anihan, yung mga kababaihan, ang ginagawa po, pinapaluhan namin dahil sa sibuyas. Sila po yung nagtatalop ng sibuyas. Pag natalupan na siya, isasakay po sa reaper truck, dadalhin po sa kanlubang. So, malaking tulong din po sa amin yung PhilMec. Sila po yung nag-provide sa amin, sa kanila, ng mga gamit, mga sasakyan, cold storage, kung saan nakakapag-deliver yung mga farmers natin ng field onion sa kanlubang. Yan. So, yung project po is may mga kailangan siyang i-link yung farmer natin sa mga market. Maraming mga market diyan. Ang problema lang po, yung farmer natin hindi nila alam kung paano gagawin. Kailangan lang po meron lang mag-link. Then, kailangan ang farmer natin mapagsama-sama sila. Kailangan sila ma-organize, kailangan sila i-cluster, kailangan meron silang plano. At, syempre, ang kagandahan po kung sila i-cluster sila at meron silang sure market, madali pong mangutang. Makakautang sila sa mga bangko. Kasi ang bangko ang hinahanap niyan, kailangan makabayad ang farmer. Kailangan yung farmer, ang bangko kailangan may assurance na makakabayad. Yung nga po, meron ka market. So, maraming pwedeng tumulong sa farmers. Hindi lang naman po yung foundation, hindi lang naman po yung LGU. Marami, may academe, may NGO, may pwedeng bangko. So, iisa lang naman ang purpose natin ba't tayo andito tulungan yung farmers natin, yung research institutions. So, maraming gustong tumulong. Ang kulang natin dito, yan. Ang kulang nito, paano natin i-capacitate yung farmer, paano explain sa kanila na ang pagtulong ay hindi dole out. Ibig ko sabihin ganito, kasi ang farmer kasi kadalasan, kapag tinutulungan mo siya, maghihintay na lang yan kung anong tulong ibibigay mo. Pero kung lilinawin mo sa kanila, ang pagtulong na to, kailangan mo ring magtrabaho, kailangan mo mag-perform para yung resources na ginagamit ng mga partners natin, napapakinabangan. Ano po? Sa ngayon po, yung EP, nagsimula po sa San Jose City. Sa ngayon po ay meron na sa Ilocos, sa Quezon, Pangasinan, Albay, Cebu. Ang sakop po niyan, pwede po yun sa direct sa commissary, meron naman po direct sa stores. Merong onions, hot pepper, bell pepper, sili, merong spring onions. Yung pong Cebu, pinakamarami po sa Luzon, kasi andun yung commissary sa Canlubang, meron din sa Cebu, kadalasan po ito yung mga direct to stores na deliver. So sa amin, tuloy-tuloy lang po. Tuloy-tuloy lang po yung trainings. Hindi, sabi nga natin, ang pagtuturo daw ng isang negosyo sa farmer ay hindi kaya na magdamag lang. Babaguhin mo yung mindset ng farmer. At ang pagbabago, hindi kaya ng biglaan. Dahan-dahan. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na itong gagawin mo, ito gawin mo, hindi basta-basta. Dahan-dahan po. Kailangan kunin mo muna yung loob niya, kailangan mo explain sa kanya isa-isa. So, 2009 po na mag-deliver ang Kalasag. Ito yung unang co-op namin na nag-deliver ng onion. Ang deliver lang po niya ay 60 metric tons. Pero this year, nakapag-deliver sila 800 metric tons. Sa kabuuan, sa San Jose City, Kalasag and Obepco, ang kanilang na-deliver, nasa 3.7 million kilos mula noong 2009. So, laking pasalamat namin. Ang Jollibee Foods Corporation po ay kinonsider po ang mga farmers natin bilang regular supplier. So, ibig sabihin, mas intact yung relationship, mas close. Bakit? Kasi, hindi kami, hindi pinag-deliver lang minsanan. Ang Jollibee Foods Corporation, tuloy-tuloy po yung kanilang monitoring. May nagpupunta po sa site, tinitignan po yung quality ng produkto sa bukid, sa storage, at yung proseso. Tinitignan din po nila yung samahan kung totoo bang mga small farmers o totoo bang mga consolidated na produce nga ba talaga. Kasi nga, ang objective niyan, ma-consolidate ang produkto ng maliliit na farmers. Yun ang binabantayan nila. So anytime, pwede kami matanggal kung yung objective ng program ay hindi namin susundin. Okay. So meron po nag-audit sa amin. May nag-audit na mamasyal sa farm, sa bukid, sa bahay ng farmer. At sinasama palagi yung mga farmers na yan, mga key leaders. Sa lahat kasi ng supplier ng Jollibee, meron silang event, lahat pinapa-attend. Saka sila nag-uusap-usap. So, yan, tuloy-tuloy lang po yung mga trainings namin. Hanggang ngayon, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Hindi po natatapos ang isang training lang sa mga farmer. Kailangan po tuloy-tuloy yan. At itong this year lang, February, naging GAP certified na po ang mga members ng Kalasag. Sila po ay nabigyan ng kakayahan na ma-evaluate ng BPI yung kanilang site, yung kanilang bukid, yung kanilang storage. Kung ito ba, tama ba yung proseso ng pagtatanim, pag-stock, para ma-ensure yung quality ng produkto. Ang sabi nga ng chairman nila, akala nilang una is imposible. Ang tingin ng mga farmers, imposible. Malaking kumpanya yan. Maliit lang akong farmer. Pangkaraniwan akong farmer. So hindi namin agad sinabi kaya. Ang ginawa namin, subukan nyo munang ma-organize. Ano po, kapag sama-sama ka raw, pag sama-sama, may kakayahan ka makipag-compete sa iba dahil kayo nga po ay sama-sama. So yung imposible, posible pala, ang sabi ng chairman. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you. Elda uli. Ha? Namaya, after giving Mr. Alfonso his plaque of appreciation, may I request the speakers to sit in front? May relation ka din.
Hindi, magkakaroon not like Ramon, na long-term relationship. We will start our relationship with Mr. Alfonso because the background why he is invited in this symposium to share the experiences that we initially invited Jollibee Foods Corporation, the foundation, Ms. Kakchong. And then unfortunately, Ms. Kakchong of Jollibee is not available. She has other commitments. So she told us to contact Mr. Alfonso because they have this partnership. No? So that is why, because one of our activities that we envision to do is to have this relationship with some sort of corporative arrangement, corporation and cooperative. So you're the cooperative, the corporation is Jollibee, and our linkage is through Dr. Serrano. She's connected, or not connected with Jollibee, she's not that rich, no? So she provides, I think, technical advice to Jollibee in terms of these quality requirements, the gap, because she's heavily involved in good agricultural practices, in training, and we also are involved in the development of the standards for GAP for onion. So that is why Mr. Alfonso is here to share their arrangements with Jollibee Foods Corporation. So that's why the impossible dream is not impossible. It is possible, just like Ramon, Ms. Hilda, and all our industry partners. So that's the background why he is here, because we will be having this relationship. Nasaan yung plaque?
May we invite Mr. Alfonso, Mr. Manansala, and Mr. Melendres to come over for the roasting. I-grill kayo. Oh, our moderator is Dr. Del Carmen.
Sino pa isa? The other one left. Okay. Okay, the presentation were all very interesting. But before I entertain question, let me first take this opportunity to thank our industry partners for sharing with us their experiences, the challenges, and their success in their respective horticultural business. And I would like to thank also the LGU of representative of Palayan City for sharing with us also their project on farmer entrepreneurship. So all of them, their major strategies are for success are collaboration, cooperation, linkage establishment, and I think their receptiveness to post-harvest innovation by adapting technologies and protocol that made or created an impact to our small farmers by improving the quality of the produce and expanding their market base. Okay, congratulations to all of you. So now I would like to entertain questions. Who would like to ask the first one? Matapang. Sino ang unang matapang? Walang matapang? Wala na? Nawalang matapang? Shy? Ma'am, question. Dr. Azucen, sige. Yes.
Ma'am, you can use the mic po. Ma'am, may microphone po. Up.
I'm Susan Ong. I'm from iCrops or Institute of Crop Science. I would like to address my question to Ma'am and probably si Sir, anyone. My concern actually in my mind as I was watching is from perspective of a heritage conservator. There is a law called Heritage Law, RA 100, so and so, that has been recently instilled to us as Filipinos. And, you know, let me congratulate each one of you. The talks are really very touching at nakakatago sa puso. And I felt the sincerity of each one of your presentation, whether it was delivered in English or in Filipino. And with that, I think kung tatagos po sa puso yung mga dineliver at mga hikipag-ugnayan sa PHTRC or sa UPLB, tatanong ko lang po kung meron po bang perspective na naipakita or naibigay ng pansin tungkol halimbawa sa IPs, yung agricultural land as a heritage component. Kasi po kung puso rin ho ang pag-uusapan, yung heritage o yung kaugalian, kasama na po yun, hindi ko po masyadong nakikita. I do not know if it was made mute or it was something that was not really visible because sa ngayon po, sa UNESCO, ang pinag-uusapan ho natin ay yung paano masasalba ang heritage natin, whether it's tangible or intangible. Yun lang po naman ang gusto kong maitanong, kung yun po ba ay na-zero in sa inyong mga assessment, paano yung nakikita na ito ay naging respectable or nagkaroon ng reverence dun sa mga IPs na sinasabi at sa mga magsasaka rin.
Thank you, ma'am. I think I was also talking about our partners, no, involving the indigenous peoples, and specifically I was mentioning on the Ubo and maybe some of them from the Tibuli tribe of Lake Cebu. Actually, AlterTrade is working with local NGOs in the Lake Cebu. And this is also like a kind of very challenging work for us because IPs are in their ancestral lands. No? And our Balangon actually has always the mission when we expand partners. And in this area, the mission of Balangon is help preserve the ancestral lands of the IP of the Ubo tribe and the Tubulit tribe in Lake Cebu that is actually also encroached by big companies, and some of them are already like dislocated in their lands. So the Alta-Trade role is on the help the IPs on their land security on their ancestral domains. We would like to work further with our local partners on the other aspects of the, but this time it's economic and land security. We know that working with IP is really very challenging. We have local partners and we will work with them on the other aspects of the IPs.
If I may add po, no? Yung amin pong, we're dealing very closely with IPs. Ano po? Ang pinakamalaki naming partnership are with IPs in Nueva Vizcaya and in Benguet. Ano po? That's why I'm very familiar with the IP communities. Ano po? And indeed, it's very challenging. And the dynamics are really very dynamic. Ano po. And ang isa lang po namin laging sinasabi sa kanila, we're here to bring enterprises, training, but we're not here to take your land. Ano po. Yun ang ginagawa naming malinaw kasi madaming, especially with our project in Maliko, Nueva Vizcaya. When we entered, it's an isolated area. Ang akala nila when with our arrival, we are there to buy land. Kasi yun ang pangako ng maraming umaakyat para sila magkapera, madali lang. Bibili ng kanilang lupa, magtatrabaho sila dun sa itatayong negosyo. Ang amin pong advokasya ay magdala ng negosyo pero hindi kailangang alisin sila dun sa kanilang lupa. No po. Mag-generate ng trabaho pero hindi sila kailangang maging trabador sa kanilang sariling lupa. Kasi pwede naman silang maging both may-ari at saka nagtatrabaho dun sa kanilang lupang pag-aari. Ano po? Ang nangyayari kasi, na-i-award sa kanila pero dumadating ang araw, wala na silang kalupaan dun sa kanilang lugar. Ano po? So medyo kakaiba po yung aming approach dahil yun nga po, hindi namin kailangan manguha ng lupa at yan po yung sinasabi ko na dahil tayo medyo may konting kaalaman sa agrikultura, tama na yun. Hindi kailangan na maging sayo ang lahat ng lupa sa Pilipinas. Kailangan lang makipartner ka doon sa may mga lupa. Kasi kung ikaw meron ka ng 1 hektarya at alam mo ang gagawin, sinare mo yun, pwede na yun. Malayo na mararating nun. So, ganun po. Dahil ang pinapangarap sana namin doon sa mga IPs, pag may isang bata na, halimbawa may umakyat na dayo, gustong bumilit, nagtanong, who owns this land? Sino may-ari nito? Sasagutin siya nung bata, amin po yan. Hindi ho yan pinagbibili. Bakit? Kasi meron kaming maayos na hanap buhay. We are earning a premium from the agricultural practices that we are doing. We are earning a premium by preserving our forest. No? So you can come here anytime, do anything you want within the limits of the law here, but this is ours. Parang ganun po. Kasi it adds confidence to these people. Ano po? Kaya po ako medyo mayabang. Ano po? Dahil sinuwerte po ako, nakapag-aral ako, sinuwerte din po ako, nakapagtayo po kami ng konting hanap buhay, at yun ho yung naipagmamalaki ko. Ngayon, kung mawalan ho sila ng kanilang pag-aari, ng kanilang kabuhayan, o posibleng maging source ng kabuhayan, then lalo hong bumababa ang pagtingin nila sa kanilang kalagayan. So yun po, kaya po kapag ikaw ay may lupa, dapat pakinabangan. Ano po. So yun po yung work namin with the IPs.
Okay. Salamat po, sir, for your for taking care of our IPs. Dr. Kim.
Thank you. Since products of two speakers are related to Korea, I'd like to say something. First of all, I'm very impressed by your industrial speakers. Their thoughts and their attitudes are very active to adopt the post-harvest technology. Some industrial people, they are only interested in establishment of post-harvest facilities. They don't request any technology, but they are aware of both post-harvest technology and also post-harvest facilities. And I have a question to Ms. Gilda Kadia. I hope your business that export your organic banana to Korea goes smoothly. Actually, I didn't know that we import organic bananas from the Philippines. And I'm just wondering if you have any different post-harvest treatment because your banana is organic. Other bananas, I know when we get the banana, we do ethylene treatment to make ripening, but I don't know if organic banana has different post-harvest treatment or not compared to conventional cultivated banana. Yeah.
Our Balangon banana actually is not certified organic by any certifying body, but it is our consumers and our farmers that certifies that their practices are conforms with the organic standards. And in terms of post-harvest, we don't apply any treatment. That's why the rejection rate in the market is high, no? Like in Japan. But in Korea, we are really very thankful that we have this experiments and studies conducted to us by conducted by PHTRC. For example, the vacuum packing really has reduced the loss rate in the Korean market. But the question, sir, is there any treatment? No, it's only washing and then drip drying for Korea and then vacuum packing.
Vacuum packing for banana?
Yes, vacuum packing for banana. That was introduced to us by PHTRC.
Actually, when you mentioned about vacuum packing, I was wondering why vacuum packing. If banana is vacuum packed, it will be shrinked, no? So it depends on how much you do vacuum packing. So it's a complete vacuum or not?
May I ask for support group? I have with me our production manager, Mr. Ray, please, also, and Dr. Elda, but also maybe Dr. Ray could also respond later. Ray, no. What happened? Our experiment?
Actually, originally we requested PHTRC on the vacuum packing for Japan market. Unfortunately, we could not convince much the Japan market. But incidentally, when the study was concluded, Korea market started. And when we discussed it with the Koreans, they were enthusiastic to adopt it. The vacuum packing is not actually so-called totally vacuum. You just take out the excess air so that it will be tight. It will be tight. It will prevent movements and bruising.
Yeah, so we did several trials with alter trade. So the bananas came from the different production areas because there are differences in the incidence of decay coming from different areas. So Visayas, the Luzon, and the Tupi, the South Cotabato. And then so we did the trial here. We just used an ordinary vacuum cleaner. Because we don't have that vacuum machine that can evacuate the gases of a 12-kilogram pack, no? So we just used that. So we kept it at low temperature, the shipping temperature to Japan, no? And then we ripened the bananas after the 28-day duration of keeping at low temperature. And then we removed it from the bag, we ripened the bananas, and then we invited Erwin and some representatives also from Alter Trade to show to them the results, because the biggest problem is really crown rot, no? And to tell you honestly, we were also surprised with the result of very low incidence of decay, because the big companies that export to the Middle East, they're using vacuum packaging, but they have this fungicidal treatment after harvest, so we did not do anything. So we did another trial to convince Erwin. I think even the Japanese Kuro, no? He also visited PHTRC to show the results, no? So, and then because Japan is still not very receptive in the plastics, no? Because you need to, the plastic disposal. So they said, you already have the technology, so it depends on the market. So we're very lucky, Alter Trade is very lucky that Korea accepted the vacuum-packed bananas.
Anybody else who want to ask questions? Yes.
Just to support, in relation to the IPs, which was discussed earlier, just to support, actually, when we had the project under the AFASI, our project program coordinator is Dr. Kim. That is why we had that partnership again. And then we happened to work with the IPs of Lake Cebu. And I myself was really surprised to see that these IPs, they are very much, especially the women, no? They are very much empowered. Because when we were discussing, we had some discussions, and then we asked them about the problems. You know, they really know. They are very much empowered, and they demand that, okay, we want it to be 2 pesos rather than just, they wanted. So I think these people are really, they have that guts. And it so happened that I said, okay, I'll not go there anymore, because you could just imagine very steep mountains, and then we have to travel for 2 hours, up and down another 2 hours. That's how bad it is, especially for the bananas.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, Miss Susan. After Miss Susan, I'll give the floor to Daph.
I'll just go back to the heritage issue. Of course, there's Heritage Act, it's called Heritage Act, Republic Act 166. And right now, we'd like really to, I was thinking of really connecting with all of you, because we are going to do a baseline study of, you know, the Philippines is very unique because of the diverse culture and, of course, the diverse agricultural practices. And we'd like really to document that. I will now reveal I am a Vice President of the ICOMOS Philippine Committee, and we report in Paris, or ICOMOS, and I will be reporting this. Right now, I'm a professor here, but I also wear that hat. That's why I'm very much interested into that kind of thing. The tangible and intangible practices in the agricultural field, which is what defines us as Filipinos. And post-harvest is one unique thing that is what will really give a definition of who we are and what we are as a society. And probably that could be a stepping forward of the next 100 years of post-harvest. If you're talking of 40 years back, then you now must promote yourself into a projection of 140 years. So please expect us. We will be going into probably coordinating with post-harvest, through post-harvest, to get the data, a baseline data. Thank you.
I want to respond, no? Okay, Ms. Susan, thank you. And you now have your collaborators with your research. So I would like to call on Daph for her question.
Good afternoon. I have a question for Mr. Melendez. Sir, do you know Fresh Options? No? No. I met someone at the AgriLink po, and I thought that was that was you. They were inquiring about organic packaging of their organic produce. So I thought that was you because they were curious about an organic packaging for their lettuce. Yun po. And I'm just curious if you will, in the future, consider organic packaging po, because you're into organic as well.
Hello. I think Fresh Options po is is a retail group. They're into meats. Fresh Options, mga meat po yan. They're all over the place. Makikita niyo po, Fresh Options. Karamihan mga meat. I don't know if they already have the lettuce line or the vegetable line, ano po. Organic packaging, let's see if maybe that's for the research institutions to do, no? Kami naman at the moment what is available is the biodegradable plastic, where you inject a chemical on the plastic packaging, and instead of 200 years, 100 years na lang, ganun. Not sure, but that's what we're using right now because that's the one available. But in the future, who knows? Maybe somebody here will be able to find or develop it. Nako, then everybody will diba? I would be very glad to use it.
Yeah, maybe Dr. Roll, can you do you have something on this, on the organic packaging?
Now that you asked me a question, I think it's interesting to give you some perspective.
Okay.
On some of the issues related to the packaging, because I think now we're in an era of sustainability, and exactly what you're talking about, the organic packaging is good. But also, I think these are some of the things that will be developed, but will take time and will be very high cost. I think when you start to look at some of these things, it would be useful to think of sustainability options and to look at trade-offs and to see what works best for you that gives, but considering some of the environmental benefit. One of the things I think in our discussion, in our thinking, when we look at post-harvest loss, we need to think about it not only as what is thrown away, because there's a very strong environmental impact. There's also the cost of what went into production that needs to be looked at and considered when you factor in some of the costs and benefits of what you lose, because you have the land, the labor, the water, the energy, the cost of transportation. When you add it all up, it's a lot more than just what we physically throw away. So, I think as these types of products are being developed, the designing of these things. I think when you start to look at options, these are some important considerations to be factored into how we look at post-harvest loss and you know, looking at some of these different things. Thank you.
So thank you, Dr. Roll. So this is a very big challenge to the post-harvest people, researchers. Anybody? Okay.
Good afternoon. I am Leilani from Picard po. And my question will be for Mr. Wilfredo Alfonso. Sir, gusto ko lang malaman, what are the specific problems, if any, on post-harvest handling of onion in Nueva Ecija? And gusto ko lang din pong mag-inquire kung if you have any collaborations or partnerships with CLSU in any areas on this program, yung FE program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello. In our group, we have what we called a site working group. And before, we have Dr. Coloma of CLSU as one of our partner. So for technical reasons, for some technologies, the CLSU is providing us some technologies. And para naman sa yung problema sa post-harvest, kasi ang practice kasi ng farmer, yun nga, dahil nga mataas ang shrinkage ng onion, hanggat maaari, pag naani, benta agad. So, alam nila na malaking problema sa onions. Kasi minsan, nasubukan din namin sa farmers group namin, yung magdamag lang na mula sa harvest, in-stock siya, naka-file siyang ganyan, kinabukasan meron siyang ½ kilo na losses. So, malaki. So, ang ginagawa ng mga farmer, pagkaani, benta agad. So, kahit anong presyo ng trader, okay na agad. So, yun sa farmer group na organize namin, OBEPCO and Kalasag, ang ginagawa nila, yung piling nila, merong pan sa loob, meron siyang parang passage ng hangin, may nakatutok na blower, malaking blower, diretso. Then, mga ilang araw, kailangan nilang dalhin doon sa cold storage. Yun po. Then, ang problema sa cold storage naman, kailangan nilang ma-release lahat. Hindi pwedeng magtagal ng more than 6 months yung produkto. Tutubo po yung onion paglabas. So, ang ginagawa nila, hanggat maaari, ang farmer kasi, kung anong unang pinasok sa cold storage, yun ang unang ilalabas. Para, Then, ang usapan nila with Jollibee Foods Corporation, dapat sa loob ng August, ubos na lahat ng supply na pang-deliver namin. Kasi nga, mas malaki na ang losses habang nagtatagal. Yan po.
Sir, additional inquiry. Who shoulders the cold storage cost?
Farmer na po mismo.
Farmer
Yes
na po.
Yun po ang kagandahan kasi pag-organize sila. May kakayahan silang mag-cold storage. Dati mga traders lang.
Another question regarding sustainability. You are still, the LGU is still providing support to the cooperative?
Yes, ma'am.
How long will be, if wala na po yung project, do you think that it will still be sustainable? At saka po, another one, ano pa pong market ang tinitingnan nyo? Because a Jollibee might be, saturated or something, or puno na. So, do you have other markets that is being explored for this? Kasi dumadami din po yung nyo, di ba? Dumadami yung mga pinuput up nyo na farmer, entrepreneur. Yes. So, yan po.
Sa amin po bilang LGU, nung una, dahil nga yung farmer is medyo hesitant sila sa project, kung successful ba siya o hindi, talagang nakatutok kami. Pero nung masubukan na nila, ang nakakatawa ho kasi dito, sila mismo na. Parang ang ginagawa na lang naman sa LGU is, nung una kasi kasama kami sa pag-implement, pagtutok, sa mga trainings. Pero ngayon po, ang ginagawa na lang ho namin is monitoring na lang. Nakapokus na kami ngayon sa new sites, new group of farmers. So, malaking bagay sa amin na yung mga farmers ay meron na rin ibang nakatutok na partners, maliban sa amin. So, tuloy pa rin po yung, yung collaboration namin. Pero hindi na ganong dati na nakatutok. Then, doon sa market, actually, meron pa silang mga new markets na dumating. Barrio Fiesta is one. Kasi ang Chowking ikasama sa Jollibee Foundation yan. Sa Jollibee yun. Mang Inasal, Chowking, meron silang Divisoria. Tapos meron silang mga traders din na contact. Kaya nga sabi namin, yung project ay hindi makipag-compete sa mga traders. Hindi sila lang makipag-away. Kasi yung produkto nila ay hindi nila pwedeng dalhin lahat sa Jollibee. Kailangan meron ding iba na pagbibigyan. So andun pa rin yung local traders.
Thank you po. Okay.
I'd like to know yung arrangement ng farmers with Jollibee. How does it work? Do they have a written contract or can they bring the product anytime?
Doon po sa amin, wala pong written contract. It is a trust lang, and parang mutual relationship lang. Pero, every year, ang Jollibee Foods Corporation, ini-evaluate nila yung supplier nila. Lahat ini-evaluate yan. Meron silang mga ratings. Then, kapag nag-failed, actually yung di ba ang kailangan ng Jollibee is on-time deliver in full. So, on-time delivery, ibig sabihin, nakadating yung produkto mo ng on-time, at yung nasa PO, kailangan masunod. So kapag hindi mo nasunod yung oras o mababa ang na-deliver mo, babagsak ka sa rating. Gano'n ka kadalas, gano'n. Then pangalawang inire-rate nila, kumusta ang organizational structure. Magulo ba ang organization nila? Meron mang kanya-kanya? So may mga bagay na kino-consider ang mga Jollibee. Meron silang, lahat naman sila merong ratings. Then, pag sila bumabagsak, may warning. Then, siyempre, pag may warning, ang susunod, pwedeng tanggalin. So, naintindihan naman po ng farmers yun, na kailangan ang relationship ay, siyempre, pag relationship, di ba, kailangan mo alagaan. Yan, thank you.
Thank you po, sir. So,
we're giving one last chance for, who else would want to ask questions? Ryan?
Last question. Kay Sir Alfonso po. Paano po yung sa pricing ng yung sa farmer, paano pag mas mataas yung sa buying price, tapos paano po yung command ng price na?
Well, sa pricing, isang masasabing parang parang nakikitang isang challenge noong nakaraan. Kasi ang farmer naman, madali matokso sa presyo, di ba? So, ganito, ang nangyayari kasi, bago makipag-usap ang farmer leader doon sa Jollibee, tuturuan namin sila, pinapakompute namin, kwentahin natin magkano ang gastos niya per module. Tapos, lalabas doon, magkano ang production cost, magkano ang gagastusin from farm to the market. Pinakwenta yon sa storage magkano. Then sa pagkanakwenta na, tuturuan namin, ito yung gastos mo, ito yung naani mo, magkano puhunan mo. So sasabihin, 18 pesos. So, yan ang puhunan mo. Kung, ibig sabihin, ano ibig sabihin niya sa farmer? Kapag nag-offer ang Jollibee ng 17, may loss ka. Diba? Then, kung napresyon ka halimbawa ng 19, meron kang 1 peso per kilo. So, sa farmer, pinapaliwag namin, meron kasing mga income na tinatawag na opportunity income. Tsaka merong income talaga. So, ibig sabihin, mataas man ang presyo sa labas, pero kumusta naman yung, ibig sabihin mataas ang presyo, at ikaw ay natukso doon sa mataas na presyo, kumusta ang long-time relationship yun ng Jollibee? Ang presyo kasi ng onion is pabago-bago. Every day, every week, hanggang sa bawat taon. So, saan ka? Kung ikaw ay farmer, saan mo gusto? Presyong diretsyo o presyo mong hit and miss? So, yun, doon pa lang, pag pinagkwento ng farmer, mas nakakalamang ba tawag doon? Mas advantage sila kung ang presyo ay fixed, pang mahabaan. At isa pa, ganito pa, dahil nga ang farmer ay hindi nagbebenta lahat sa Jollibee, kung mataas ang presyo sa labas, yung produkto nila na hindi pang Jollibee, pang local market, doon sila nakakabawi. Doon sila malaking ganansya. Pero syempre, sa Jollibee, ganansya na rin sila. Natanong po yung tanong, sir? Malinaw po. Yes, okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So that ends the session for this afternoon. And ma'am, Asasena, I'll turn over.
First, we would like to thank all the speakers who shared their wisdom and experiences. We give them when we say round of applause, round of applause, round, John. Okay, thank you. You shared because you care. Thank you very much. Elda again and Dr. Labios. Come over, please. We will present the posthumous award. Awarding yan eh. Mamaya na. Baka posthumous yung isa naman ay in absentia.
Good afternoon again. In behalf of the awards committee, we would like to give recognition to the pillars of post-harvest, PHTRC, and our partner cooperators. Actually, in selecting the recognition award for the partner cooperators, we have a set of criteria, but it's very long, so I wouldn't mention anymore. So, first of all, I would like to call on, I would like to present the award for PHTRC Pillar. One of the PHT Pillar, pillars. Kanino? First, we have the Posthumous Award to be given to Dr. Doroteo B. Mendoza in recognition of his unselfish service as a mentor, teacher, and director of the PHTRC, being the first ever post-harvest or graduate in post-harvest horticulture in the Philippines. You have blazed the trail for this field of study. So I will call on the sister of Dr. Mendoza to receive the award. A sister-in-law, sorry. And the granddaughter of Dr. Mendoza.
Ma'am, paano si Dr. Fantastico? Nasaan? Nung kay Dr. Fantastico. Please. Pwede bang ano? Oo. Si Pearlie na lang. Diyos ko, hindi ko man naman nabasa eh. Hindi ko mabasa-basa. Wag na, ma'am. Ganyan na lang. Ganyan na lang, ma'am.
So I would like to present this award to the founder of PHTRC, Dr. Unfortunately, he will not be able to come today for some reasons. I would like to present this award to Dr. Ernesto B. Fantastico for being... Ma'am, alisin mo na po yung light. Sorry. For being a light to PHTRC, leading a legacy of excellence. So I would like to request Dr. Si Dr. Kisumbing na lang kaya ang aking i-request. I would like to request to Dr. Kisumbing to receive the award on behalf of Dr. Fantastico. Labo ng mata ko. Vicky Sumbing. Sir, stay there. Dr. Kisumbing, stay there. I will be awarding the MV Kisumbing Award for Distinguished Partner Cooperator. Okay. Sir, you will give this award. By the way, Dr. Kisumbing has given us ano ba? A money for, what is that, ma'am?
Years ago, Dr. Kisumbing donated some amount for an award, but we were not able to give it. Now, we are giving the MB Kisumbing Award for the Distinguished Partner Cooperator. This is in memory of his father.
I will just read this. MV Kisumbing Award for Distinguished Partner Cooperator. Individual category is given to Mr. Ramon Manansala in recognition of his willingness and eagerness to adopt post-harvest technologies and his ingenuity in improving the efficiency of post-harvest operation of solo papaya intended for local and export markets, contributing to the fulfillment of PHTRC's mission in enhancing the competitiveness of the Philippine horticultural industry, given this 27th day of October 2017, signed by Dr. Elda Esguerra, Director of PHTRC. So we have the last but not the least award. So this is another award, distinguished award for partner cooperator. This is company category. So this award is given to Alter Trade Philippines Incorporated in recognition of its generous support and commitment in collaborative undertakings on post-harvest loss reduction and quality management of organic export banana, contributing to the fulfillment of PHTRC's vision in enhancing the competitiveness of the Philippine horticultural industry, given this 27th day of October 2017. Signed again by Dr. Elda Esguerra.
Closing remarks na daw. Nasa iyo na nga ang mic, hindi mo sinabi. When we open, we also close. So we are inviting again Dr. Joy Labios, the Associate Dean for Research in College of Agriculture, to give the closing remarks.
Thank you, Ma'am. It's been a full day, and I'm so happy to be participating in this wonderful forum of the PHTRC. Now, actually, I'm speaking in behalf of the college in this part. So, for our closing remarks, I'd like to address our retired professors who are here, who have been active in making the center a stellar institution, and up to now is supporting it. So our retired professors, the directors, the former directors, the director now, who is Director Elda Esguerra, distinguished guests and participants this 40th anniversary symposium. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a full day of fruitful and pleasant discussions and sharing of insights. On behalf of the organizers and staff of the PHTRC, it is my pleasure to deliver the closing remarks and express gratitude to all those who made this event a success. The Chancellor, through Vice Chancellor Dorado, opened the symposium with a message congratulating the PHTRC and lauding its efforts for this 40th anniversary symposium, and with a challenge to further strengthen UPLB's ties with the industry stakeholders through a platform to share ideas with discussions and dialogues. In her remarks, our guest, Ms. Narja Simpson of the Australian Embassy, expressed her appreciation of the results of their long partnership with PHTRC, which began 40 years ago, and which continues through their funded Philippine Fruit and Vegetable Development Program, which they identified the center as a strong partner. The plenary was opened by the director of PHTRC, Dr. Esguerra, who gave an update of the status of post-harvest RN in the Philippines after a video showing the numerous technologies and techniques developed by PHTRC, and also the trainings which it has provided that benefited and continue to benefit the post-harvest horticulture industry. One who belonged to the college, which is the home of the PHTRC, cannot help but feel pride and awe at all your efforts, all these years, 40 years. Okay. The Honorable Senator Cynthia Villar, in her keynote address, puts emphasis on three aspects, mainly research, whose outputs, she says, must be translated to extension work to reach farmers and fisher folks. She extols the benefit of farm schools as one way to do it. She also talked about farm mechanization and also about small and medium industries, which must be a beneficiary. She is thankful that PHTRC is there to provide assistance in post-harvest horticulture needs of the academe, of both the academe and industry. And in the panel discussion that ensued, international partners from the Asian Food and Agriculture Cooperation Initiative share their experiences in this dissemination of post-harvest technologies through manuals, trainings, and conferences, while the FAO presented how they support smallholders in traditional value chain. A common thread in all of this, even that of Senator Villar's talk, is training, whether it's training of trainers or stakeholders. And this is what we call a large part of the extension support that the PHTRC extends and which answers the call of Senator Villar. Okay. Our government partners in the DOST and the DA-BAR talked about the support platforms that they have for post-harvest horticulture crops research and development. Now, I have a confession to make. I found more enjoyment in listening to the second panel discussion, which informed us of varying experiences from the industry partners of the center who are entrepreneurs who have developed long partnership with PHTRC. The center's active extension work has helped not only farmers and entrepreneurs, but also agrarian reform and disadvantaged communities. Hindi lang po si Ma'am Cora ang napaproud. Pati po kami sa buong kolehiyo where the PHTRC belongs. From these insights, our hope for the future is that the PHTRC will continue to be a relevant institution of excellence in research and extension as it forges its way forward amid new developments in consumer needs and preferences, technologies and techniques, and available resources, and also trade modalities. So on behalf of the Dean and the College of Agriculture and Food Science, I thank the guests and discussants who graced this occasion and recognize the role that the center has faithfully endeavored to sustain. We appreciate the attendees whose participation is equally valuable. Likewise, we are grateful to our distinguished senior professors who clearly up to now have shown their support of and care of the PHTRC, which they helped establish into the ASEAN post-harvest horticulture map. Lastly, but more importantly, we thank and congratulate the hardworking researchers, staff, and students led by their hardworking director, Ma'am Elda, for a well-organized symposium fitting a 40-year-old formidable comebacking force in Philippine and ASEAN post-harvest horticulture research and extension. And I'm happy also that as a result of the college's restructuring, this is even more, I feel even more promise in the coming years. Again, our thanks to everyone, and we wish you a safe journey home and also a great weekend. Thank you very much.
So that concludes the 40th anniversary symposium of the Post-Harvest Horticulture Training and Research Center. So again, we thank everyone who has made this anniversary symposium possible. We thank our guests, all the staff, and the speakers who share their knowledge for us to learn new things and also for us to collaborate on new things. So again, we will invite our speakers first for a photo session. Speakers po for a photo session.